Hey everybody, this is Brian B here with Double B Marketing, and what we're going to go over is how to get free leads to buy a business using Reference USA. They changed it to Reference Solutions. It was formerly called Reference USA, but this is a merger and acquisitions training. And so, what you want to do is definitely stay to the end of this video because we're going to show you exactly how to how to get some leads and be able to buy a business so you can scale, or if you just want to be in the entrepreneurial space. So this is what it's called. Like I said, it's called Reference Solutions now, but it's formerly known as Reference USA. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over and play a video from a good friend of mine, John Stoddard, just because he's going to walk you step by step by how you can do this. And you do this, this is free, right? All you need is a library card, and library cards are free. So and you can even do this online. You don't even have to go to the library. So let's go ahead and kick it off, and we'll jump right over into it.
How to get free access to the world's largest online sales lead database. It's the legal U.S. government hack to get off-market acquisition leads free. So what's this presentation about? It's how anyone in the United States can generate off-market acquisition leads for free. We are Matt Anderson, and that's him right here. I'm going to introduce him. That's Matt Anderson. He's an investor, advisor, consultant, accelerated growth architect. And myself,
John Stoddard, investor, business mentor, host of Top M&A Entrepreneurs Podcast, which is actually a pretty cool podcast.
Yeah, thanks.
Go check it out.
Yeah, thank you. So we help companies grow through acquisition. And between us, we work independently and sometimes we work together, but we've worked on over 20 between us. What is? The U.S. government paid for 100% legal hack to free off-market acquisition leads. What is it?
Having fun isn't hard when you have a library card. Anyone ever heard that jingle before?
Yeah, that's it. Visit your local library and apply for a library card. This U.S. government-issued library card allows you free access to Data Axle, the world's largest database of sales leads, formerly known as Reference USA. By the way, this library card will look different from every state and local library. So, Matt, why do they do this? Why do they allow them?
So it's through different reforms and things like that with the government. This has been put kind of in the fine print. But again, it's one of those things that's not talked about. It goes through our taxpayers' money on the municipality level, the state level. But again, it's not advertised anywhere. It's something you got to go search about. And most librarians can't really give you much information except that it's a database that you can access.
Yeah. So how did you find it? I mean, you were in industry, import export. How did you find it?
Yeah. So I used to work with doing import export. I would go outside the country, bring large containers in of, I mostly did exotic fruits. I'd bring large containers in, and then I would bulk sell that to other manufacturers around the country, private label contractors. And this is how I would pinpoint those individuals. And I just went about searching because I have a background in, like, through the Freedom of Information Act, you'll kind of see that FOIA in all caps. With that act and that law through the federal government, you can understand supply chains of other individuals and know what they're doing. So going through that act, that's when I stumbled upon Data Axle.
Cool. So let's do this. This is step number 1. Visit your local library and apply for a library card. Number 2, go to your local library website. Now, you're going to be issued a username and library card number. And again, this landing page is for mine, which is Pima County Public Library. It's going to look completely different for every state and local library. And at this login screen, you're going to type in that number, and it's going to take you to step number 3.
So step number 3 is the database. It's going to show you the available databases that are out there. As you can see, there's more than what we're just going to show you. But you go into U.S. businesses. You have 66 million businesses. And then what there is in the database, it'll show you what's in business, what has been closed, and you can even go into Canada. So it's not just the United States.
Oh, beautiful. So there's 66 million businesses. You click on search, and then it'll take you to advanced search right here. You don't have to put anything in the fields. Just click on advanced search. And that will take you step number 5, which is filling out this profile. So, Matt, tell us a little bit more about this profile and what we need to fill out.
Yeah, so just when you're filling this out, just be aware on the right-hand side of your screen, it'll say record count. And you see it says 16,579,050, right? So we're starting out with a certain count there. And below it, it's checked. It says verified businesses, so phone verified and quality checked. So that means an individual has actually reached out and they say who they are business-wise. It doesn't mean all the numbers are absolutely correct. But with that being said, you can skim this way down and start to create that funnel, search by executive name, if you know who you're searching for, right? And that's kind of how this is set up in the beginning. But coming from our perspective and, looking for deals that are off-market, let's say I'm looking in the engineering sector. And what I will do is I will start pinpointing towards that, whether it's nationwide or if it's statewide. So I won't even click on company name. I'll do, if I want to search by executive title, right? So we're looking on the left-hand side. I'll search by a NACIS code or an SIC code. So you go down to business type. And we don't have this in the slide, but just a quick side point is open up another screen, go to Google, and just type in SIC code of engineering companies, right?
Or software companies.
Yeah,
right.
or software company, whatever you're looking for. And you're going to get 2 things that are from the SIC code. It's going to be the short version, which is 4 numbers, and it's going to be more general. And then there's anywhere from 2 to 4 numbers after that that's going to make it super specific. So if it's in civil engineering or if it's construction or whatever that type of engineering is. But sometimes when you search super specific, so anywhere from 6 to 8 numbers, it might come up as a 0 count on your record count on the right hand side. So always search it general first, then it'll show you all the specifics, and then when you go through, you can click on the specifics that you want.
All right.
So that's just kind of a little trick to get around that.
All right, let's go to step number 6, which is filling out the filters a little bit more, and that's ownership, financial data, special selects, and exclusions. And I want to point out this special selects here because you want somebody with a web address, because I'll tell you about this a little bit more at the end. Anything on here that you'd like to point out that what you found, Matt, that you should select?
Yeah, so year, just under special selects, year established. Sometimes it only goes by that year, but you just play with that a little bit, just because you want to get older companies, not someone that formed 3 months ago, right? Or 3 years ago. Maybe you want someone who's been in the industry and it's kind of gone through the ups and the downs. And something else that I like in here is a lot of this stuff, they go by algorithms, but things that are solid in here, that are public record, that they can get, that are accurate, are things like square footage. So if you're saying, hey, if I'm looking for a company that's doing 20 million and I know, manufacturing, and it has to be a certain space, if it's a 4,000 square foot facility, that's going to maybe do a little bit more work than a 400 square foot office that someone runs a business out of. Yeah, so it's just things to be aware of and kind of keep them top of mind while you're searching, because you're looking at the record count and you're selecting things, and it's kind of looking at, hey, what gives you more count, what gives you less, and you want to minimize while having the best exposure to the most niche amount of information, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and remember, everybody, anybody listening to this or watching this is free access, so there's unlimited database runs on this. So just play with it. Yeah, let's go to step number 7. So here's a pretty easy one. As soon as you got your filters all defined and you're just testing out, hit view results, and you're going to get another number up. It's going to be a lot less than 16 million. But here's what I did in Tucson, Arizona. I was looking for software companies with the owner 6 years or older, just the CEO, and I found 22 results of software companies with a very specific revenue. As you can see, I get the street address, I get the name, and I get the phone number on this. Go to the next step. I want to click on checkmark over the company name, which is basically a select all, and it chooses all of those. And then I want to scroll down to the bottom. This is step 10, and I want to hit download. So download is going to take me to this next screen, which is a comment delimited screen and a summary. And I want to download the records to me. This is the format you're going to get. It's going to download right on your computer. Once you get to that, what you can do with that data is cold email it to Rocket Mail IO, Snowvio, Hunter IO, or Get Prospect. Now, Matt, which ones have you used here, or you use somebody different?
For cold emails, I mostly would do a Hunter.io.
Hunter.io.
When I started out doing this. And I have a little bit of experience with Snowvio. It looks great. It kind of, they're starting to update more things there. But Hunter.io was my first go-to. I mean, it's legwork, just like any of this. You're doing it for free, right? You're not paying for emails.
Right.
But it's good. It's good information all in one area to make a decision of whether you want to headhunt that company or not. And then Hunter.io to be able to unmask, that decision maker's email.
Right. So let me give you an example, everybody. Snowvio is something I use, and what you can do is you download bulk it. You want to save those, the name, the address, the company name, and the website address, because Snowvio could do a bulk lookup of the email addresses of the individual. Hunter.io does that too. And you can send a bulk cold email to them. So I don't recommend that for everybody, but you can also call. You get the phone number and call. Now, that's a lot harder today to call somebody at their business and go into the voicemail. People just don't answer the phone call as much, but you could use direct mail to start it off. And there's a number of companies. I don't recommend one over the other. I've used Printing for Less, but there's Sendoso, Printing for Less, Vistaprint, Postal.io. And I just want you to let you know, Matt and I are not affiliates or compensated anyway by these companies in any manner. All right, so how do you get in touch with us? If you have any further questions, just go to Matt Anderson, look for this picture on LinkedIn, or go to John Stoddard, look for my picture on there. And definitely feel free to, subscribe to my podcast, which is the Top M&A Entrepreneurs. Thanks, Matt.
All right, so as you can see, they went over it, and like I said, if you like this content, for sure, check out John Stoddard. You can type in this video here, and you can go to his channel. So that's basically how we're going to do this, right? And once you do everything, you'll get a list that looks like this, right? Once you export it out. This, for example, is a logistics company that I did for Nevada, AZ, and CA, and you'll get this list and you'll have all this, right? And then you'll be off to the races, and you can do whatever you want. There's a lot more information that is on this list, as you can see. And if you're going to do the direct mailers, you would just mail these people. And then what he's saying about the Hunter.io, you would take this right here, because you might have like a company email address, but you really want to email the owner, right? Or the CEO, because they're going to be the decision maker. And then also what I'll do is, if you even are building a business, or since you stayed to the end of this video, I'll even add possibly a way for you to win a PayPal gift card. All you gotta do is click the link below somewhere in this video. There'll also be a free report of 101 ways that you can market a business. So click the link below and take advantage of this. And I want to just say thanks for your time.